Oh my gosh, the multi-talented is in the building. Singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, Grammy Award winner, Baby Tate. What's up, girl?
What's up?
I am so happy that you are here today because Manny Pedi
Thank you.
has completed my life in
Thank
this
you.
moment, okay? And I want you to know that I tweeted about it as soon as I heard the project. I got on Twitter like, nah, Manny Pedi is that girl.
Period.
I need Baby Tate on my show ASAP. The homie Key connected me with Quinn.
Period.
And we started talking. I did my Googles. I seen Warner. I hit Ron Stu. Like, come on, what are we doing?
What's up?
And immediately we started talking dates. And boom, here you
Here we
are
are.
right now. Baby Tate!
Yay! Thank you for having me.
Girl, thank you for being here. Thank you for Manny Pedi, of course. But before we talk about the project, I got to get everything.
Okay.
Because you are the child of the original soul rocker.
Yes.
Okay? Deion Ferris is your mom.
That is my mother. Yes.
Wow. So you grew up in this musical home. Did you always know that music was going to be your destiny?
Yeah, I did. I think for like a couple of seconds, there was other things that I wanted to do.
Like what?
Like when I was really young, I was like, oh, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. But that's just like some kid stuff, like looking out at the moon and being like, oh my God, the stars are so pretty.
Right.
And then I think for a second, I wanted to go into like psychology and probably get into like daycare and stuff like that, just for like kids and stuff. But I think that's something I still might do, just after things. But
You gonna
for
be
me,
so busy.
I know. But you never know. When I get a little older,
Yeah.
got some downtime. But I always knew that I wanted to do music and be a performer, be a singer. I didn't even start off rapping, but like I knew I wanted to be an entertainer and artist. Yeah.
Was it singing first for you?
Yeah, I started singing when I was like 3 or something.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, singing was always my first love. And I didn't start rapping until around like 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who told you that who told you had bars? Because that's a big deal. Like, a lot of people just be playing around with the mic. I used to rap too, Baby Tate, and I wasn't good. But who told you had bars to know that you can really pursue it in a way that, took you to a new height, which is here?
I don't think anybody ever told me I had bars. I think I just thought I had bars.
Yeah.
So
it was the confidence, because you do.
Thank you.
You can spit, girl.
Thank you. But I was already like, writing my own songs, singing. And so I just took the melodies off.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's still the same bars. It's just I'm not singing no more. But I always knew like, yeah, I'm kind of hard, low-key.
Yeah.
Like, hold up.
And how supportive was your family during this time? And your mom, like, what did she think about your musical talents?
My mom always knew that, I was either, even before I came out the womb, she was like, I was either going to be extremely talented or not have any talent at all. And it's going to be like, baby girl, just go to school.
Right. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
I'm baby girl who went to school. It's okay.
It is. We all got our own path.
Right.
But yeah, for me, she knew that like I was talented, and so she ended up putting me in like performing arts, elementary, middle, high school, to like just really foster that, creativity for me. But when I first started making music around like 13, I wanted to put it out so bad. I was like, I want to be like, I don't even remember who was like the child stars around that time, but like OMG girls. I'm like, I want to be like them, and da da da. And my mom was like, no, she's not having it. Like, you can do that when you get older. And so when I got to college, that's when I first started putting music out.
What school?
I went to Georgia State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Georgia State University. Round, go Panthers. But I was there for like a year, and I ended up dropping out because I was just like not paying attention to school because I was making music.
Right.
And my mom at first, she really was like upset with that. She was like, I want you to go to school, get your degree. And I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. I think I have like untreated ADHD because like I just can't focus on both of the two at the same time.
Right.
So yeah, I just was like, I'm just gonna make music. And she was supportive, would come to my shows, but still be like, all right, now.
Right.
You're gonna go back to school. But I think now she's like, okay, you good. She just wanted me to be good. And she was like, you good now. So
I love that. Do you remember your first recording session? On your own, where you were like I'm about to go in the studio and put this down because I am her.
I remember when I was like around 13, you know, it wasn't a real studio or anything. It was my mom's like office, and she had this Mac, and I was on GarageBand just like playing around with loops, making beats and stuff. And I ended up like lifting the computer up because there's like a microphone at the bottom. And that was my first ever like recording myself.
Yeah.
Was just lifting up the computer and singing in the microphone, real DIY vibes. But I think, you know, my mom ended up buying me like a Snowball USB mic. I was just doing stuff in my room, but I actually don't remember like my first professional studio session.
No.
I want to say it was like, I was doing a Christmas EP.
Right.
And I did something for that, but I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, you've been putting joints out for quite some time.
Yeah.
And, you know, even when I got familiar with you, I'm like, where'd this girl come from? And then I see the history and I'm like, oh, she been doing this.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. And I think that, you know, with that, it's so beautiful only because, like, when you get to, like, you know, beyond the stars, it's going to be like, damn, I've been putting all this work in. I'm sure it already feels like that because, 2015 was the first?
Yeah, that was my first project. I dropped in 2015.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. So talk to me about some of your musical influences. Who were you listening to around the time that kind of shaped what you do now?
You know, I was exposed to a lot of music growing up because, you know, my mom's super musical, and at the time, somebody was living with us, super musical, you know what I'm saying? And music was just always ingrained in me. But I grew up listening to a lot of different stuff. I grew up listening to, like, Anita Baker and Al Green.
Girl,
all the way to like
some Anita Baker. What's your favorite Anita joint?
Probably Sweet Love.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Rapture. Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up listening to like that, but then it's also like Migos and like Gucci Mane.
Right.
And then also like Gwen Stefani, Nicki Minaj, and then also SWV, TLC, you know, Missy Elliott. It's just, I had such a wide range of things to choose from, but I'm always been like really attracted to like strong and powerful women. So like Rihanna was super huge for me as a young girl. I remember doing like PowerPoints on Rihanna. Like,
really? Yes. Oh my gosh. Have you guys met in person?
No, we haven't met yet. But I love Rihanna so much. She probably don't even know how influential she's been to not only mine, but so many young girls' lives. But yeah, just so many people I was inspired by. But I always just wanted to make music that felt fun and felt good.
Yeah. And it does feel good. And it's very confident. And I think that this is a project, especially Mani Pedi, that I wish that I had in my early 20s. I just turned 30, girl. And I'm listening to the project, and I'm like, I wish I had this when I was like 22 years old, because the way that you're speaking into the girls, the women, is, you know, something that we need.
Yeah.
Especially when we going through it with these, I don't even want to just, girl. I wish I had it. Yeah. Karma, you took me there, but
thank you.
Yeah, we gonna get there. Anyway, Mani Pedi, you're giving us R&B and rap, of course. Why is Mani the R&B? And Pedi the rap style?
So basically, it's a play on words.
Okay.
So like with Mani, that's like obviously your manicure.
Yeah.
But also the prefix Mani goes into manifestation. And so that side, I really wanted it to be like, you know, about honesty and just like being vulnerable and open. And I think a lot of the songs on the Mani side are that way. And I wanted to create R&B that felt like just real.
Right.
And then the Pedi side being the rap side, that's not only, you know, the petty, Petty.
Right, because you are so petty, girl, that song.
But also, you know, like keeping a pedicure on the neck,
right,
you know, and on the gas.
All
and
the
so,
time.
Yeah, that's like super ego driven and like boastful. And I wanted to make sure that the two sides like really felt different, even though it's all like about confidence, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
One of them is just like, I'm up here, and the other one's like, I'm getting down here with you. Like, what's up?
Yeah. Is that why you started off with Perfect? Like, did you start off with, the rap intentionally?
I'm gonna be honest. I actually wanted to separate them, but I just wanted to make sure that like neither side was getting ignored.
Right.
And so it was like, you know what, y'all just gonna get all of them together. So for me, Perfect was just like, I don't know, the perfect starting song.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think it was
this
too.
project. I just want to let you know what's about to go down.
Right.
Okay.
But even from hearing Perfect, I didn't know that we were gonna get so much R&B.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's why I'm like, did she try to trick us? But
Just
I
a
love
little.
how you started off. Let's
Thank
talk
you.
about the features. You do have 2 Chainz on there. You have Callie, who I love.
Yeah.
How did the 2 Chainz feature come about? Because I feel like for him to get on, like,
Yeah.
girl, they believe in your talent.
Yeah. It felt really amazing to get 2 Chainz to even agree to do the song.
Right.
Because, Ain't No Love is inspired a lot by a lot of Atlanta artists, Sierra #1, with the interpolation that we did at the top.
Yeah.
And a little sprinkle of Usher. Not super. We ain't clear that. But
We don't take that.
but yeah, I just wanted like someone who was super Atlanta,
Right.
like a real OG as well, and someone that's like still so powerful in the culture. And I think like 2 Chainz, every verse that he delivers is like
Yeah.
a banger.
Yeah.
And shout out to Melita, my A&R. She made that happen. And yeah, shout out to 2 Chainz.
Yeah, 2 Chainz did that. He did. And then Callie.
Yeah.
Slut him out again?
Yes, again.
Did your mother hear the song?
She did hear that song.
What did she say?
I think
Baby
that my
Tate,
mom.
you are nasty. So is Callie. Both of y'all real nasty. And I cannot believe you let your mama hear that song, girl. Go ahead.
I think that she tries to avoid talking to me about songs like that.
Right.
Because like obviously I'm a grown woman.
Right.
So
yes.
and I mean like how did I get here, you
Right.
know? But I think she just tries to avoid those conversations. So she didn't really say nothing about the song.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, Mom. Kudos to you. She gets it then, because that would be an interesting conversation.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think the only conversations that we've ever had about like sex and rap is just that she doesn't want me to feel like I have to do that.
Yeah.
Because I think, when she was, doing her thing, it was like kind of like pressure to do that and be like sexy and like
Right.
sex sales and da-da-da. And for me, it's like, no, I actually just want to talk about that.
Right. I actually know what I'm doing on that
I actually
side.
just want to talk about it. It's
Right.
not like anybody's like, yeah, you gotta, look sexy and talk about sex a little bit and da-da-da-da. Like,
Right.
no, I wrote that on my own,
Yeah. It's something that you wanted to do. I feel
Yeah.
it. Now, okay, the R&B joints on the
Mm-hmm.
project. This is where my heart lives. I'm an R&B girl. I see that you asked your fans, like, what side they were feeling more.
Yeah.
What feedback were you getting from that?
It's so crazy. It's almost half and half, which is,
Really?
yeah.
I feel like you need both.
Yeah.
Like, both are so necessary. Like, if it was just straight R&B, like, I don't know. I need the rap side of you, too.
And that's what I love about this project, because for so long I was kind of like battling, like, do I want to stop rapping and
Right.
start singing more? And I was saying like, I'm about to not rap no more. I'm not a rapper. Stop calling me a rapper. But with this project, it's like I just have to embrace both sides of myself. And it's
Yeah.
about like finding that balance of, the duality within me.
Yeah.
I am always going to be a singer. I'm always going to be a rapper. And so I appreciate that everyone appreciates both
Right.
almost like equally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you show both sides of, one being really confident in who you are, what you look like, and just yourself as a woman. And then 2, the downside of
Yeah.
when, they was playing with you.
Yeah.
Do better.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Did that come from a personal relationship where you were really like, having to check yourself? Or is it, an ode to women who are dealing with people who do not value them in a way that they should?
It's definitely, an ode. I've definitely been through situations where I had to remind myself to do better. But I think even there's this TikTok trend going on right now where people are just telling their life story, and it's like the most traumatizing stuff happening to these women.
Baby,
yeah,
the FBI could not waterboard that information out of me. These are secrets.
I'm like, I will take it to the grave. I don't understand, but I appreciate that people are sharing these stories because like other young girls kind of need to see that and to know that, and that's kind of what Do Better is about.
Yeah.
It's like these girls didn't even know that they could do better.
Yeah.
They didn't even know that like that love wasn't right. They felt like, oh yeah, he loved me, so I'm gonna go back, even though he beat me up. And when I went to his daddy funeral, his girlfriend beat me up too, and then he cheated on me, and then he got me pregnant, and then got my sister pregnant. But I love him because he loved me, and he kept coming back, and he bought me a ring.
Right.
And it's just like, that's not it, babes. Right. Like, if you gonna do bad by yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a rose, because people be like, toy. Oh yeah, like it's just the sex is so good, and it's like, it can't be that good. Right. It can't be that good. It can't be that good. Please let it go. But yeah, it's definitely just like an ode to that, and wanting to inspire people through like some of my own experiences. Like, I've been through stuff like that where it's like I went through some domestic, issues, and it's like, wake up, snap back to reality, and remind yourself that that's not what you deserve. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What snapped you back into reality? Coming from a situation like that, because I know it's easier said than done, especially when people are telling you like, "Girl, leave him." It has to be something that you want to do, right? So what kind of moved you to get out of that space?
It was very weird. It was like such an odd time, because like when it happens, it's so shocking. Mm-hmm. Because like just yesterday I loved you and you loved me, and then now today like this wild crazy stuff just happened, and I'm like, whoa. Right. But for me, like, I think I had just family members. Like, a family member passed away, and I was like, wait, life is short. What am I doing here? Yeah. Like, I wasn't raised to be here. Right. And so a lot of times your friends can't even tell you. Mm-hmm. It's on you to like make that decision. And that's what's so hard about like dealing with friends like that. Right. It's like, no matter how many times we try to shake you up,
you gotta do it.
You gotta do it yourself. Yeah.
You gotta want to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm happy you got out of that situation.
Yeah, me too. That was years and years ago. But yeah.
And I'm happy you're making music to help the girls, because that's why I said I wish I had this at 22 when they was playing with me. Right. Feel me? Anyway, Karma, yes, which I love, and I was feeling recently. I was actually telling Borleon, my guy over here, that I wanted to get my lick back in a situation. Yeah, I was tight. Yeah, I'm still mad.
I feel it.
And I listen to Karma, and it gets me even more mad. Where did that come from? And are you the type of person who feels like, you got to get your lick back when somebody plays with you in that way, and, you got to get your revenge? Is that you?
Yeah. So I think, all right, Karma is a song that I wrote in like January of 2021. Mm-hmm. And at the time, I was dealing with somebody that was not doing me right. Right. And I was like, you know what? I hope the worst things happen to you. But I didn't want to do it personally, because the thing about karma is like, it don't miss anybody. Right. So you could be the sweetest, kindest, nicest person in the world, but you do something like terrible to this person just because they did something terrible to you, that's going to come back to you. Yeah. And so, like on songs like Pedi, where I'm like, I'm doing all this and I'm doing all that, right. I had to realize that's just coming back to me. Like, I just sent this out, this negative energy to you, and, all of these other negative things, but it's coming back to me. Yeah. And so for Karma, it was
Those
just
are
like...
all the things I wanted to do, by the way.
Right.
Pedi?
Right. That's what you want to do. That's what you want. Father, right. That's what we want to do. But for me, I feel like the biggest lick back is when God do it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because God, he don't play. Yeah. He don't play about me. You mess with me.
Right. You getting yours.
You finna talk to my Heavenly Father. Right. He finna get you.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah. Karma did that for me for sure. You take us through, a journey. Yeah. You really do. And what's the other one? What's Love?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, What's Love?
Yeah.
Girl, you was in your feelings with
I
that
was.
one.
I wrote this. Karma and What's Love was written about the same person.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense because of where they're placed also.
Mm-hmm.
So are you and this person cordial at this
No.
point? It's done completely.
We're not like not cordial, but we're not cordial.
Right.
Yeah.
It's in the past.
Yeah. It was just a lot of like, on both sides, tit for tat, like just, doing too much. It was kind of toxic. So I am very grateful for that situation though. Like when, it taught me so much. Like I was just thinking about the other day, like Ariana really said something when she said, "Thank you, next. I'm so grateful for my ex."
Yeah.
Because I've grown so much from that situation so that the next person that I deal with, I don't have to go through that no more.
Right.
I don't have to act like that. You don't have to treat me like that because I already just went through this.
Right.
And now I see signs a lot better.
Them red flags.
Yeah.
Nice and bright.
You know what I'm
now.
saying? I was, I am an advocate for therapy, and I was talking to my therapist. I'm like, I took it from we going through a year of toxic to we going to 6 months of toxic to now, like, I'm going to give you like 2 months. And then it's like, yeah, you're not about anything. Goodbye.
Right.
Yeah. Down
And
to
as you
hopefully
go
I
on-
get to like a couple of days.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, anyway,
right. Or even when they open their mouth.
Right.
Rip by the way that they're approaching you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like,
once you keep going through it,
mm-hmm.
you can't get hit with those kind of okie dokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
real.
Growth. I love it.
Yeah, so do I. And you're showing us that on the project.
Thank you.
In so many ways. I love honest. And the way that you end the project.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Pedi. I'm trying to think of any of the others. You end with I do.
Yes.
And I feel like the messaging from that is, you're accepting the love for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You love you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what, someone else is giving you. What would you say from your perspective that song meant to you and why you ended with that? That was my perception.
Yeah, it definitely is. Mm-hmm. I love I Do so much because it's really just like I open the project and I close the project with affirmations. Mm-hmm. But I think I Do has the most important ones because when we navigate life, like I think everybody wants to be loved.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be liked. Nobody wants to, except for like just, kind of off people just want to be like hated. But we all want to be loved. And I think that sometimes we go through like rejection. We go through, just all types of things. And it hurts. Mm. It definitely hurts. But you have to be that cheerleader in your own spirit, your own soul, right, to be like, that's okay. You don't have to love me because I love me like a whole lot too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're the one missing out, not me. Mm-hmm. I'm amazing. And if you don't see that, that's fine. Right. It's not for you to see. And I'm just not for you, and that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, it's really a reminder. I think that's my biggest takeaway that I've been intentionally doing with my music, is to increase people's self-love. Yeah. And self-care and self-worth. And so for I Do, it's like all this stuff that we just went through. We went through the motions of now I want to be petty and send screenshots to your mommy and send all types of shit to your house. Mm-hmm. And now I'm just kidding. I'm going to let God get my lick back. Or now I'm like sad because you didn't love me properly on What's Love. And then at the end, it's like, you never had to do those things for me. I had to do that for me. Yeah. And so that's, kind of like marrying yourself. I used to wear a wedding ring on my finger because it's like, yeah, just because it's like I married myself. I swear to God.
No,
I swear to God. No, I took it off because somebody was like, that's blocking like potential suitors. Love. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, let me take this off.
Are you in a relationship now?
I'm not in a relationship, but I am dating someone that's like pretty amazing.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
Amazing. What do they think about the project and how petty you could get? Because baby, but we not doing that no more.
Yeah, because it's growth. It's growth. I literally just told him yesterday, I'm like, I don't think you understand, like, the amount of growth that I've done on my own, but also that you have kind of helped me to do just in the short amount of time. Because it's like when you dealing with somebody that's like, I don't have to do the petties
Right.
with. I don't have to do that. It's just so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like a sigh of relief. Like, I
It's
can just be the
healthy.
good woman I am.
Yes. It's healthy. And you
Yeah.
get to discover yourself in new ways when you're being loved on properly.
Yeah.
And that's not only in like, you know, intimate relationships, but just the
everything.
crew around
Friendship,
you. You know, when
yeah.
people are feeding and pouring into you, that shows you the best version of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like we have that on the project with I Do. You telling us a lot about where you are in this space. And we appreciate your journey.
Thank
We
you.
love the music.
Thank you.
Girl, you gotta come back because this is just the mixtape, right?
Yeah, this is just a mixtape.
So the album, I can't even imagine what
even.
you're going to do. What's going to happen next? Are we going to tour with this tape? Are we going to...
Yeah. Top of the year, we're gonna be doing some cities, a couple of cities, you know, near you.
Okay, I'm excited for it. And before you get up out of here, I need a nail check. We talked
Yes.
about the duck nails. I
Yes.
told you how I felt about them earlier, but they're really cute on you. They wasn't cute on
Thank
me.
you. Thank
so
you.
please, Chrissy, zoom in on those nails. Borleon, zoom in on those nails. I love them. And then we got to show mine. I got the lipstick.
Period.
Here's
Those
my
are super
camera.
cute.
Thank you. I got my nails done yesterday for you.
Oh my God,
My
I
nails
love that.
always be done, but
I
I
love
thought I
that.
gotta do something special
I
for
love
her.
that. Thank
So
you.
please look at the gems.
Those are
This
amazing.
is for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Period.
Baby Tate, y'all. Hot 97. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. This was amazing.